Happy 2021, everyone. It's good to be back. I'm excited for when the hybrid students get to be back in person. But while we're remote, this is how we're working. So we're going to be moving into the new stuff, which is the basics of just house construction. And so we're going to be moving away from what was commercial and kind of industrial and from the ground up series that we got to see. We got to see how it kind of looks in that world and that kind of scale. And now we're going to scale it back down to what does it look like to be a residential carpenter? What is the process for that? And so it's basically the same system. We got to start out with the design. And before you can even draw your blueprint, when we think design, we think that we got to decide what style. If you remember from the ground up series, they wanted it to be super modern. They wanted it to be sleek. They wanted to style it kind of like a modern black sports car. Remember that? So the outside's real smooth, all the glass, so it's contemporary and modern style is what they wanted. And that was what the owner, the president, they said they want that style. And then the architects design based off of that design and that vision. And so when you do a house, you got to start out with what style of house do you want to do? And so there's 7 basic ones, some more, but we have some videos and an article for you guys to look at. And what's cool is Lynchburg has all kinds of different styles. It's just very eclectic here. So you live in a very architecturally rich neighborhood because there's a lot of old buildings and new construction at the same time. And so downtown, I think of Rivermont Avenue is the example because there's a little everything on that road. And so you have your Victorian styles, which have all the bright colors and the fancy detail works and the high steeples and steep pitched roofs. You have a lot of the new construction around here, basically all new stuff in these developments is craftsman. And the farmhouse style kind of falls off of the craftsman. Then there's some of the old brick houses that are very boxy and just a big square with windows and very symmetrical. So that's your colonial. At Liberty, it's very Thomas Jefferson colonial. And then also some neoclassicals mixed into that, which is the big fancy columns in the front. And so you also have a ranch. I live in a ranch, which is just a simple 1-story flat house is basically a ranch. It's just a very generic, simple house. I'm trying to think what else we have around here. There's a couple Tudor houses you'll see in the videos. Tudor has a medieval feel to it. And so Tudor is, you see exposed framework on the outside with masonry. If you want to know more, just Google a picture of it. But so again, there's all kinds of this stuff. Oh, and there's also some modern. So modern is real clean lines, straight, a lot of windows, a lot of white, very simple details. Not a lot of extra curves or any kind of extra details, just real clean, flat lines is your modern. And so there's some of that around. So it's really neat to be living somewhere that's like this, that has this eclectic architecture style. And so enjoy learning about it. And so we're going to just, again, go through the home building process. So the first thing, if you're going to build a custom home, is you got to decide what kind of style you like. And then you can look at plans after that. But you first, what do I want it to look like? What's the outside going to be? And that's going to determine the whole process after that. Because each style has a distinct exterior, distinct inside, and basically just design. Everything's going to flow from that. And so enjoy learning about it, and enjoy the assignments.